local people, local news and events, local sports, local matters. For all things Lloydminster area, this is Live with Kurt Price.
Hey, we want to welcome you inside the new Lloydminster Nissan, where we have the guaranteed lowest rates and the best selection on pre-owned vehicles that we've ever had, all clearly marked. And right now, in our service department here at the new Lloydminster Nissan, get 10% off, and that includes parts and labor. And don't forget, the new Lloydminster Nissan is now open on Saturdays in our service department from 9 to 1 for oil changes and tire rotations. Stephanie Munro, Kat Pollard are here today. We're going to talk about One Final Drive for Healthcare, the Celebrity Golf Classic that's backed raised funds for the Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation. Superior Water specializes in nothing but water, and with over 22 years in the business, they're proud and confident that their water and their service is superior for iron filters, water softeners, reverse osmosis distillers, chlorine removal, and H2S odor removal. You can give Superior Water a call at 780-875-6636 or stop and see them at their 57th Avenue location right beside Sheepskin Loft, and stay hydrated with pure, clean water. I drink Superior Water because, after all, it is superior water. Well, we're proud to work with Sobeys Lloydminster and the Lloydminster District United Way to present Cupcakes for Caregivers. Cupcakes for Caregivers is designed to sweeten up a caregiver's day and thank them for all that they do in our community with a dozen cupcakes. So you can nominate a family member as a caregiver. You can also nominate a nurse. Of course, it's Nurses Week this week as well. Doctors, teachers, home care workers, even your dentist can be nominated. 1 in 4 people are caregivers in some way. And in a lot of cases, they just don't even know that they're caregivers. They just do it out of love. So thank them, nominate them today, send an email to livewithkurtprice@gmail.com. And this week might be a good week to nominate a nurse because, like I say, it is Nurses Week. Well, Mother's Day may be over, but Connecting Parents, Supporting Families has an event coming up on May 21st for moms. Moms, you're invited to attend their Mother's Day event at the Legacy Center. The event features therapeutic yoga with Christine Stang and Jenny Drucard. They will lead a session with Yoga Nidra. Julie Harper is Connecting Parents, told us that they hope a lot of moms will come to the free event and do some self-care, some relaxation, and rejuvenation.
We try and balance our meetings between kind of education and learning and information and connection. So this is one of our favorites because it's a connection-based event. There are no speakers, there is no learning. It is coming, it is yoga, it is breathing, it is relaxing, and it is just spending time with other women and uplifting. And so this one is always special to us. We love the learning and education part of it for everybody. But we really love the connection ones the most, I think.
Once again, that event runs May 21st, 6:45 to 9 p.m. The Rotary Club of Lloydminster will be hosting their 45th annual Lobster Fest, May 24th. It runs at 5:30 with tickets $100 each. Tables of 8 are available, and proceeds from the Lobster Fest will support many projects throughout the Rotary Club inside Lloydminster. So you can call Tara for tickets at 306-821-4081, and certainly bring your own crackers and your picks and enjoy some fresh Atlantic lobster. Lemonade Day is June 14th, and if you'd like to sign up your kids to be a part of this learning experience, you should act now. There's just a few days left to get signed up. Karina McGurr is the general manager with Lloydminster and Region Community Futures, and she told us it's a great way to teach kids about business, including marketing, margins, and yes, leasing space.
One of the great connections about the program is that we require them to set up their lemonade stands at a business. So they have to reach out to local businesses and ask for a lease and see if they can set up their stand in front of their business.
Last Thursday, we delivered a fantastic roast beef meal to Sean and Jamie Brzezinski and their family and crew. Had a very nice visit with them. They'll certainly be hoping for some of that rain today, just like everybody else. But you can nominate a farmer in our Feed the Farmer contest by visiting any of our sponsorship pages, including the Live with Kurt Price page, and you can enter a farmer to win a delicious roast beef meal delivered right to them. They'll also be entered in to win one of 2 $500 Diamond 7 Meats gift cards. Plus, the winners will also be entered to win a $150 160 acres of aerial spray from Bradley Air. So thanks to all our incredible sponsors, Diamond 7 Meats, Sobeys Lloydminster, Horizon Ag and Turf, Richardson Pioneer, BASF, the Tent Guys, and Bradley Air. They're committed, certified, reliable, and they will help you get your life back. BioClean Disaster Services at 1-833-246-8326. BioClean Disaster Services is going to take care of your property and your belongings, but more than anything, BioClean Disaster Services will take care of your family and help you get your life back by keeping you up to date on what's happening. And BioClean Disaster Services is not only Lloydminster's local restoration company, they're also Lloydminster's largest restoration company. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we're going to find out about the final drive, the last Celebrity Golf Classic ever in Lloydminster when we come back.
At CK McKean Roofing, they understand what it took to put that roof over your head for your family. With over 20 years of experience under their belt, they strive to show you that with their workmanship and their integrity. Not all roofing companies are created equal, and that's why CK McKean Roofing encourages you to focus on your most important investments, your home and your family. CK McKean Roofing. Roofers do it on top.
At Diamond 7 Meats, we work with local farm families to provide a high-quality product and a great selection for you. Try our mouth-watering smokies, pulled pork, roast beef, and more, made pure and natural with no additives or fillers. We offer custom processing, and our experienced team works for you to provide a selection of sausage, burgers, and jerkies made to your specifications. Take your grilling to the next level with a Yoder smoker. Complete the grilling experience with a Canadian-made, award-winning line of House of Q barbecue sauces. We're locally owned and operated, and we look forward to seeing you today.
At Lloydminster and District Co-op, membership matters more. Because being part of a co-op means you're connected to something bigger than yourself. From long-held legacy by those who built our communities, to people you call family, friends, and neighbors. When you're a Lloyd Co-op member, you're an owner in a local business that prides itself on purpose alongside profit. You earn cash back, you help support causes that matter most, and you're building a better way of life for the next generation. Membership matters more.
Spend less time chasing wind speeds, more time doing what matters. Bradley Airspray takes care of your mid-season applications with speed, precision, and zero crop damage. No ruts, no delays, just fast, effective coverage that protects your yield and preserves your time. Plan to attend their grand opening on June 18th at the Lloydminster Airport, where you could win 160 acres of spraying. Call or text 780-205-7767. That's 780-205-PROP. Bradley Airspray, because your time is worth more. And we'll be there for that grand opening on June the 18th. We want to welcome Kat Pollard and Stephanie Munro to the broadcast again. We're excited about the Celebrity Golf Classic coming back again. This is one more drive, and a lot of the familiar faces are returning. But before we get into that, I just want to say congratulations, ladies, on a terrific sunrise run. We were talking about that all day on Saturday, how much we enjoyed that event, how we took everything in. We enjoyed the DJ, we enjoyed the being handed a water, halfway through, I think, just about halfway point. But what we really enjoyed was the drummers.
Yeah, it was great. We tried to, and thank you so much for you and your crew and the Legion coming out to support. Obviously, veterans and their mental health is such a huge part of everything, but it was such a well-ran event. We are so grateful through 321 Going Running for all of their support and helping organize the event. But, that's what we really wanted to have is we had some sporting teams out there, but we also had the arts, right? We had the drummers from Holy Rosary out there, and it was a great day for our community, nearly 400 people, and hopefully next year we have an even larger number.
I was wishing, because I try to walk 10K a day.
Yeah.
And I was wishing that I had markers like they had for 1K. Oh. It's just so, you
helpful.
feel more like you're accomplishing something.
You're getting there.
Because
for sure.
And then we walked, we we walked by you guys, Kat,
Yeah.
and you guys had the kids, and we're like, thank goodness we don't have kids, because one's up around
I had
the
one
neck.
on my back. Brandon had one in the stroller,
And this-
in the
wagon, yeah.
Yeah, it was a thing.
But just what a great day for our community. Like, did you see how many kids were out there though? And to see that many, like, diversity of, like, age groups participating in the event. Like, we had grandparents, we had 3 generations of people out there participating. And to me, that's just like, what a better way to bring community together.
So what, I think we heard 350 when we were walking up. Did I hear the DJ say, we've got over 350 pre-registered?
Yeah, it was even closer to 400.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, hopefully next year that number is even bigger, so.
Yeah. Now, the medal surprised us too. We got the medal at the end, and then somebody said to me, you know, from year to year, you can click the medals together.
Yeah, so.
I didn't know that.
So
Yeah.
it's a 3-year commitment from Synergy Credit Union, so it's gonna be a tri-medal, and the 3 medals will connect together.
And the medals will look completely different?
Completely different each year.
So this year it had the clock tower on it, which I
Yeah.
thought was pretty unique.
So each year we'll have, Synergy Credit Union is actually in charge of designing, where you've given them, obviously their title sponsor, given them the ability to design the medal for us back and forth a little bit. And every year they will pick a landmark from our community that will be as part of that medal.
That's kind of cool. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gord Teal, who just retired from Synergy,
Yeah.
he was telling me that. He's like, you have to do it you got to come back now every year and do it. You know?
And you know, I've had nothing but all weekend long positive feedback. People like, what can I do to be more involved next year? And like, just show up. Tell your friends, invite more people, and it was great.
It was great to see so many kids out, clapping for you when you went by, like
Oh yeah,
volunteers
sitting in
from
their
the
yard,
school.
even
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
in their yard,
Even
just
people
like
sitting,
watching.
and
Yeah.
people that ran out and wrote things on the,
Yeah.
there's one that
Top
says,
lines, yeah.
Go Cody or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty. I heard the first person finished in like 15 minutes.
15 minutes, 30
We're
seconds.
like, shut up.
He's amazing.
Safe to say they did not have kids, right, Kat?
Second
No, they did
place-
not.
And they
second
weren't
place-
walking with seniors like we were.
But you know what? It doesn't really matter if you finish first or you finish last. You finished. And you're doing better than 1% of the population, right? Just getting out there, being physically active, and helping raise that awareness for mental health is really what we wanted to do.
I'm mostly just kidding because we just left the seniors in the dust.
You guys did good. You guys are active.
They didn't
though.
stop to look at their phone, so.
My kid left me in the dust.
Oh, really?
Oh yes, my 6-year-old, the last kilometer, she just took off. Luckily, we had a couple friends at the finish line to like greet her, but she just was like gone. So.
They're like, let me know. They're like, watch for Kat. She's like, or Quinn. Quinn's coming through, so like, watch for her. And I'm like, yes, I'll keep my eye out. So it's good.
Okay, so let's get to the one more drive for healthcare in our community, the Celebrity Golf Classic. When is it? And hopefully you get just as nice a day as you got for your sunrise run.
Yeah, hopefully. You know, we have been planning 3 large major events in a 5.5 week time frame, which has been a lot on our skeletal system for the Health Foundation. But we're very excited about this event. So, you know, it's been a year or more in the making. So, One Final Drive for Healthcare, as you know, back in the early 2000s, they had the first Cross Redden Celebrity Golf Classic, right? And then from there on, MacArthur, Scott Hartnell, Holtby, they all got involved, and Bart Redden is on our board. And I had the opportunity, if it was last summer or the summer before, can't really remember, to sit down with the Redden family. And Wade noticed a picture up on the wall that he wasn't in, but it was a picture of Scott and a picture of Clark together. He's like, where's my picture? And I'm like, well, I don't know if they had digital back then, but I'm like, I'll round one up. And then we got chatting, and, you know, we thought, what if we did just one more time? You know, everyone's getting older, everybody's their kids are busy, people are going off to university, and everyone has busy lives, right? So what if we did one final drive for healthcare? I'm not asking you to come back in 2026. I'm not coming to ask you to come back in 2027. We're going to do one final drive, and we are going to make it the biggest golf tournament that we've had yet.
So it's June 4th.
June 4th, yes.
June 4th. So do you want to talk first about who's coming or how people can get involved?
Yeah, so we're actually very, very fortunate that we have a completely sold out event.
It's sold out already.
So the
golfers,
golf is sold out, the banquet is not.
Oh, okay.
But the golf is sold out already.
So people just said, hey, I want to golf with, I remember this event being so good. And do you offhand know how much it raised in the community?
I'm not entirely sure because the Health Foundation was a part of it always, but we were more of a recipient. It was kind of a third-party event that was ran by a committee, and they gave to various different organizations, including the Health Foundation.
Right.
So we're taking the lead on this, as well as we've had Bill Spence, who was on the committee in the past. He's stepped up and been instrumental in some of the conversations that we've had and in the planning process for us.
So who are some of the, like, you got the 4 big ones coming back, the 4 big hockey players, right?
Yeah,
For
we
sure.
got Scott Hartnell, Wade
Yeah.
Redden, Clark MacArthur, and Cory Cross. And those are our 4 hosts that are coming back, have been here before. And so, yeah, we're excited to welcome them back. And then we tried to be a little bit more diverse in deciding who is going to be our celebrities. So Aaron Pritchett actually has been at the last few, I think, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we texted him and he's like, oh yeah, I'm back. So he's going to be here. Kelly Taylor, comedian. He was here the last time we did this, so he's coming back. And then we've got some new people. We've brought in some curlers. I'm a huge curling fan, so I was just messaging all the people. Yeah. So we've got Val Sweeting from Team Einerson. So she is actually originally from Vegreville, so just down the road. So she'll be here, as well as Mark Kennedy and Brett Gallant. So Aztec Safety was instrumental in getting us those guys as their sponsor of Team Jacobs. So they went to the World Championships and got a bronze medal. So we're excited to have those 2 guys. And then we've got Fiona Smith-Bell, who back in 1998 went to the Olympics with Team Canada playing hockey. And so she is still involved with women's hockey, so she'll be here as well. So we've got a very, very diverse list of celebrities, and we'll be announcing some more big names hopefully as we get closer.
So I know one of the big things with when they had the Celebrity Golf Classic was they used to have kids could get autographs and stuff. Are you guys planning anything like that again?
Yeah, so what we're planning is to have the junior golf and a few other junior teams out there to help volunteer the day of. And so haven't really talked about what we're going to be able to do for actually an autograph session, because some of these guys are flying in just in time to, and now obviously we don't have an airport in our community, so with transportation that way as well. So still trying to work out some of those logistics on what we can do to offer the entire community an opportunity to see some of these people. And so that's why we're really excited about having the banquet piece, because the banquet is open to the community. So whether or not you're a sponsor or you're golfing in the event, we invite you to come to the banquet. So the banquet is it's obviously on June 4th. The doors open at 5 p.m., I believe. And tickets are $100, table of 8, for $800. And we have some great comedians, Joel Jeffrey, Danny Martinello. Joel Jeffrey is from Saskatoon. Danny is from Austin, Texas, but originally from Alberta. Was hard to pick. What do you do on a Wednesday night to have entertainment, right? And so in a sporting event or in anything, people love comedians. We love to laugh, love to have a good time. So there'll be an amazing meal, great entertainment, and the opportunity to mix and mingle with all of these celebrities at the event.
Okay, so how do you get tickets for the...
You can go to our website. That's the easiest place to go, lrhf.ca. And if you just go to our events page, there's a link right on there. You can just buy them right off the page. Or just give us a call at the office, 306-820-6161, and we can help you out.
And how much are tickets?
$100 each. And then you can buy a table of 8 if you have a lot of friends you want to bring, and that's just $800.
Well, I think the other thing with comedians is you can kind of talk to once in a while. The music's not...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we'll take a break, and when we come back, I want to ask about the funds raised from this event and if they're earmarked for anything specific. We'll do that when we come back.
How can you help support the oil and gas industry and jobs in Western Canada? The answer is closer than you think. Sell your scrap metals to PWM Steel. PWM sells scrap iron to Evraz, located in Regina. Evraz's #1 customer is the energy sector, building pipes and plates for the oil and gas industry. PWM Steel is your locally owned metal recycler and steel service center in the area. Plus, they're a strong supporter of the community. PWM Steel, your top steel supplier for Alberta and Saskatchewan for 40 years.
At Jason Arden Associates Cooperators, we're proud to be a top-rated local insurance company that offers flexible solutions and expert advice for all your insurance and investment needs. We'll work with you to tailor your insurance specific to your needs And we offer investment advice that always puts you first. At Cooperators, one of our core values is to give back to the communities that we live in. Thanks to the support of our clients in Lloydminster and area, in 2023, Jason Arden and Associates has donated $40,000 to local nonprofits, charities, students, athletes, and other special events. How does your insurance company support our community?
I'm Brian Zinchuk of PipelineOnline.ca. I used to be a pipeliner, and I've spent the last 15 years reporting on energy in Saskatchewan. PipelineOnline.ca provides comprehensive coverage of light oil, heavy oil, lithium, helium, power production including coal, wind, solar, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. There's a lot happening in Saskatchewan's energy sector, and Pipeline Online is there for all of it. No one else comes even close.
It's more than just taxes at LNA CPA. Assurance, accounting, retirement planning, estate planning, business consulting, financial consulting, farm program support, and bookkeeping. But yes, there is always taxes. The team at LNA CPA is committed to helping you achieve your best results and will be there to assist you every step of the way. LNA CPA, with offices in Provost, Vermilion, and Lloydminster.
Wellings of Lloydminster is a brand new community within a community and is excited to help you live life to the fullest. At Wellings, their mission is to enable connection, build community, and enrich the lives of their 55-plus members. Discover a new way of living in retirement and experience more freedom. This is the time of year where you want more freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to spend more time with your family at the lake, less time cutting grass. At Wellings of Lloydminster, independence speaks for itself, and the social opportunities outside your door are endless. You can visit Wellings of Lloydminster at 3211 72nd Avenue on the Alberta side. Gorgeous 1- and 2-bedroom villas are available now, and 2-bedroom villas include a garage. For more information, visit wellingsoflloydminster.com. We're back here at the new Lloydminster Nissan, and pleased to welcome once again Stephanie Munro and Kat Pollard with the Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation to talk about One Final Drive, the Celebrity Golf Classic that is returning to Lloydminster to raise funds for the Lloydminster Regional Health Foundation. And I wanted to start there. Is there something specific that you wanted to earmark these funds raised for, and do you have a goal you'd like to reach to see that accomplished?
Yeah, so not really so much a goal that we have in place. We just want to run a successful event at obviously a low cost as well, as much as we can. So we are raising money. We have committed to multiple year funding for certain equipment for the maternity ward. So it will be going to that, as well as in the past, how this kind of event ran was that they always picked a few charities amongst the community. So we have chosen 2 charities that we give to on a regular basis that really align well with this particular event. Those charities will send volunteers the day of, and we'll be able to give them a little kickback from helping them volunteer, and it aligns well with health and with keeping people active, and also with our organization as a whole. But I really just want to thank, Fountain Tire. So Fountain Tire was always an instrumental piece of this entire event. And so last summer, I had actually just walked into Fountain Tire, just getting my tires rotated literally on my vehicle. And I stepped up and said, "Hey, Kent, can we just book a meeting? He's like, "Well, come into my office right now." And I'm like, "Well, it's Friday." I'm like, I'm wearing jeans and I'm wearing a t-shirt, whatever. But stepped in, told him what I wanted to do, and there wasn't even a hesitation. He was just like, "We're in." And, so that just shows, again, this community support that we have. And you see it time and time again in Lloydminster, right? And so grateful for them stepping up and being our title sponsor. We are so grateful for them, and so grateful for all of our amazing sponsors that have stepped up to be part of the day.
Who are your 2 charities?
So the two, well, we haven't really announced them publicly
Okay.
yet, so,
I'll put you on the spot there.
That's okay. So I will say one of the charities. So one of the charities is, because they do know. So Kids Sport is one of the charities, and very near and dear to the Cross family. They actually had them as one of the recipients when their father passed away recently. And so, kids in sport, whether it's curling, whether it's activity, whether it's anything, it aligns with your mental health very well, right? So Kids Sport is one of the other organizations that will be benefiting from this event.
It's interesting you say this started with the Redden family. Like, it started with Bart being on your board and Wade, coming back to do this. And there must be so many good memories for those guys to say, oh, of course we want to do that event again, because, there's so many good things associated with that event. Like, I can remember broadcasting live from it the morning of, and that kind of stuff. And seeing how excited people were as they came through to, even just the morning to see who you're paired with.
Well, yeah. And to see all these celebrities that, like, you've just seen on TV, and you don't think that they're actually going to be, like, right there. And this is an opportunity for them to golf with them, spend almost the whole day hanging out with them. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you get to know them.
Yeah.
You get to find out they're actually, like, real people, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think you'll find if you're golfing with Mark Kennedy, Mark Kennedy is Mark Kennedy.
Yes.
There's no persona or anything like that. It's Mark Kennedy.
Right? And like through text messages and conversations with these people, we've just learned they're just truly philanthropic at heart. They want to give back to a community that's given to them. And even the people that are coming from out of town, they're like, this is an amazing cause. Everybody needs healthcare. We're in. Like, what do you need from us? And to have these people step up, and we have amazing, we have a few really good lined up live auction items. And then this morning I got an email of a plural of, okay, we're bringing this signed jersey, we're bringing this signed jersey, this signed jersey, this signed jersey, from actual, a group of doctors in our community. And so how amazing is that to see them stepping up to want to give back to our community as well. So there's going to be an amazing silent auction, live auction, and if you're not into golfing, you have the opportunity to come that evening, mix and mingle with these people and with these celebrities. And, we call them celebrities, but really they're just like us, right? Mm-hmm. They're really, when you have the opportunity, like you said, to sit down and have a conversation, it's great to hear the stories that they have to say. And it's such a small world that you probably end up having a story that aligns well, and someone literally knows them, right?
Are you still looking for auction items?
Yeah, for sure.
How do they get a hold of you?
They can just call the office or go online. There's connect, like the page, Celebrity Golf Classic. Our events page has all the contact information to get a hold of me. And so just.
Are you looking for sports related? Would it be a civic talk? Like, we want to stick to kind of sport.
Well, I don't think it has to be specific to sports. I mean, we do have a lot of sports memorabilia, obviously, but it is just kind of the beginning of summer. So summer stuff would be good too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything that I'm forgetting, ladies, that you want to mention about the Celebrity Golf Classic or even healthcare in our community?
Yeah, no, we are just so grateful for the continued support of healthcare. Like I said, 3 huge major events in a 5.5-week period, and all an overwhelming success. So that just shows that people care about our community, care about healthcare. And also, I just want to thank you, Kurt. Because, all these events that, you emceed our gala, you showed up to our walk, and you are such a pillar in our community for so many different worthy causes. And I don't, you have people on here all the time to talk about their events, and people don't always recognize the contribution that you give to the community. So for you and to Heather, both, just thank you for everything that you guys do for the community, because, people wouldn't even have the ability to maybe be aware of some of the things that are happening without you giving your time back to the community as well.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate being invited to do that event, and not just because I get to dress up. Like, that suit, I have had more comments about that beige suit than anything I've ever worn in my life.
Well, Brenda picked well, I guess.
Well, absolutely. Like, people were like, you should have got married in that color. Like, it
was sharp.
Yeah, it's just been, and like for me, it gave me so much more confidence, because Kat maybe knows this, but when you work in the public and stuff, I remember I emceed an event. I don't know if I've ever told this story on camera, but I emceed an event in, I think it was the House of Paws Dinner Theater, but it wasn't called that at the time. But I got back to work on Monday morning, and someone had called to complain about the way I was dressed. It wasn't that I was dressed poorly. It was that I was wearing the same thing that I wore at an event that she was at 2 weeks ago. Is this the only thing he has? Can't you put him in better clothing? So I've never forgot that. And when you get on stage, that always runs through my mind, you know, whether I'm getting ready for the event. So to go down to Cliffs and get dressed up and everything, it just supports so much more confidence that you have when you, like the original, when we first were going to do the, when you guys asked me, I went down and bought a new suit. So I'm like, I can't wear the same suit that I've ever worn before. Right? So I appreciate you guys doing that. And having Nicole there is huge. Like, people have seen that picture and it's a professional picture. And like, you better hang that on your wall.
For sure.
More than your wedding pictures?
Yeah, that's exactly.
And just when you mentioned Dave, you know, Dave has been also instrumental. He's stepping up, being a whole sponsor. He was part of the Celebrity Golf, original Celebrity Golf Classics. And again, he's stepping up. And so many of our sponsors that had been Wilkinson, Livingston, Stevens, and so many more that were there from the beginning and just didn't hesitate to say no for this either. So I'm so grateful to them, so grateful to the community. We couldn't continue to do the things we do without the support of the amazing sponsors, donors, volunteers that make this community so amazing.
And thanks to the Reddens and Cross, you know.
Absolutely.
It's not just them, it's their families.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I saw Joy and Bill Hartnell on Friday, actually, and I said, you know what, like, Scott just is the same person that he's always been. And, you know, and they were just overjoyed by the fact that, like, thank you for recognizing that. And because I just wanted to let them know, like, you know, thank you for raising someone who's so adamant on giving back to a community that supported him.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back with you tomorrow, and we're excited that Mayor Albers will be joining us. So that's tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock here at the new Lloydminster Nissan. And yes, we will be talking to him about the new arena. But more than anything, we'll be putting him on the spot. Is Costco coming or not? Tomorrow, 10 a.m. right here at the new Lloydminster Nissan.